to serve and protect.
Nice. I'd like to thank a great director, an incredible cast. I'm just an actor playing someone. This really belongs to all the gay soldiers and sailors and other guys and women who defend this country to keep us free, but can't date. So maybe I should thank someone else. Someone who's really been there. Someone who taught me a lot about poetry and Shakespeare and just like, you know, staying awake, man. To Howard Brackett from Greenleaf, Indiana. And he's gay. Miss, are you okay?
I'm a jinx.
Miss Montgomery? What happened to you?
I become someone else, and I did, and...
But why? Why did you want to change? You were so beautiful. I mean, you still are. You always were. It's just skinny girls can be so annoying sometimes. Oh.
Hey, got a question about career impact. 2 films. How important they were in your career. Flamingo Kid films.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that, you know, certain films are significant to you for a number of reasons, you know, and they seem to be, they said keynote, that's a good way of putting it, you know, like milestones or something, you know. And yeah, I mean, I look at them and I think they're good films, you know, and I'm not the best judge of my own work anyway, but, and also I think they came at a time when I was going through a change or sort of transitional films, and they're interesting. They were films that people seem to remember most. Well, there's a few of them, but those 2 seem outsiders. People seem to always, but you know.
Did they open a whole new avenue of filmmaking?
Well,
for you?
Flamingo Kid was kind of important for me because I'd never done a comedy before, and it was very different than anything I'd done before, working with Gary Marshall. And you know, like I mean the film, it's not like Lawrence of Arabia or anything. It's not like some film like How Do I Top That or anything, but it certainly feels like, hey, that came at a good time, and I learned a lot from it, and worked with some good people.
And one quick question. This is a question I asked Kevin Bacon. Early in his career, he had to endure the attention of a lot of the teenage fan magazines. You went through that period also. Was it a real uncomfortable time for you to have a fan club and have your...
Well, I never really had a fan club or took it that seriously, whatever was there. And at the time, you know, I remember not really thinking much about it, putting much energy into it. But I guess when I was younger, there was a time when I definitely did not like being called a heartthrob or a hunk. And that really bothered me, you know. I did not like that. But, you know, now they can call me a heartthrob or a hunk if they want to. It doesn't really matter.
Matt, I got a question about professional autograph seekers. I'm sure when a real fan comes up to you and asks for an autograph, you're happy to do it. But these days, you go to a hotel and you got these guys with 10 things to sign. Are you a little bit suspicious when a middle-aged guy comes up to you with 10 things to sign?
Well, yeah, you know, and especially I draw the line when they have me signing baseballs, you know. Like, I'm not a baseball player. Bring it over to Joe Carter or somebody.
With this film, Albino Alligator, you're working with Kevin Spacey, a very talented actor, a first-time director. At what point did he have your confidence?
Well, he had my confidence more or less from the very beginning. I mean, we disagreed at times on things like anybody would, but he had my confidence from the beginning because I knew he would be good as a director. I knew that he would bring a lot to it, you know, not just his enthusiasm, I mean his talent and his knowledge about acting and and story.
And question about Faye Dunaway, when you're acting opposite her, do you ever flash back to Bonnie and Clyde or Network or any of those films?
Yeah, I was just talking about that. How I said I got to abuse Faye Dunaway in this film. I can't believe it. I got to be told. I mean, I feel like I think I treat her worse in this movie than anybody's treated her in a movie.
Did she do anything to make you feel at ease, or were you pretty confident?
She was great. She really was. She really had a great attitude about everything, and she's so talented too. It was a good cast overall. You know, we all had I think we really all had to kind of trust each other. You know, and that's one thing Kevin enabled us to all kind of trust one another in a funny way, because we trusted him, and if we trusted him, then we could, you know, take scenes further. You know.